Good morning. My name is Dr. Inlander, and here is the latest report relating to ME CFS, myalgic encephalomyelitis, chronic fatigue syndrome. I'm actually pleased to announce today that we have a new development in the treatment of ME CFS. Looking back over the history of the condition, in 1955, Melvin Ramsey, the brilliant English physician at the Royal Free Hospital in London, first considered that a group of young physicians and nurses who complained of massive debilitating fatigue had in fact a condition which he determined was post-viral fatigue. The idea of a massive debilitating condition was somewhat actually received skeptically by other physicians because the normal blood tests of these physicians and nurses were normal. So they actually thought that this was a group of young physicians who were hysterical. But he persisted, and he actually called the condition initially post-viral fatigue. He later actually changed the name of the condition to myalgic encephalomyelitis, or abbreviated to ME. Years later, about a decade later or so, in the United States, the same condition was termed chronic fatigue syndrome. An unfortunate change of name, because this led to triviality of the term, and therefore basically making the patients who were termed suffering from this condition subject to skepticism. Although over the years we have actually looked at this condition, and we believe that this is a physical condition and is not actually an imaginary condition or a psychological condition. We believe actually that this condition is due to dysfunction or a problem in the immune system. We and several other workers in the field have actually been able to determine that the methylation cycle in the immune system has actually been abnormal, and this is where the problem lies. According to work by my colleague and friend Rich van Koinenberg, unfortunately Rich died a couple of years ago, the immune system problem is in the methylation cycle. And we believe actually that the methylation cycle is abnormal due perhaps to exposure of the patient to one or more viruses. 2 decades ago, Pressin injection, an injection made by a company called Schwartz Pharma in Wisconsin, was used as a treatment for ME CFS. Unfortunately, Schwartz Pharma went out of business. It was a German company, undercapitalized in Wisconsin, and hepapressin was used as a substitute. Both Pressin and hepapressin are injections and are prescription items. This year, we have researched a substitute for Pressin and hepapressin in the form of an oral substitute, and the idea is that the oral substitute can actually be given over the counter without prescription. The problem with an oral substitute is that it has to be kept sublingually in the mouth for several minutes in order for the substitute to be absorbed by the multiple blood vessels that are contained in the mouth and under the tongue. We actually have been exploring the Pressin here, and we are now actually pleased to announce that it is available, and we are actually still taking note from patients actually who are using it to actually be able to give a report later in the year. But as yet, we find that the Pressin is helpful to a number of patients with ME CFS. It can actually be obtained from our practice at 212-794-2000, 2000, and the Pressin unfortunately is bitter to taste. We in later batches hope to overcome some of this bitterness, but at present the sublingual Pressin is kept in the mouth for 3 to 4 minutes after 4 shots from this bottle are pressed into the mouth under the tongue. It is given twice a day. Hopefully, actually, we will hear from you with regard to the use of Pressin, and we will await further development. Thank you very, very much.